Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope everything is well. Oh, sorry about that. Hope things are good. Happy Winter Solstice. Today is the solstice, and if you aren't aware, I celebrate. I don't celebrate Christmas here. I celebrate solstice, and part of that is because I'm not religious. The other part is that Jamie will have the girls for traditional Christmas Day, so I'm having solstice here to celebrate with them. So today is solstice day, but we're doing our celebrations tomorrow because it's a Saturday and it's easier, and you know, family can come over and everything. And today was a big day. Like, the girls had a half day of school today, so I had the morning. I ended up taking the day off because I had a lot to get done, shopping, a little bit extra shopping and stuff, which is nice when you celebrate a few days earlier than everybody else. You kind of can get there and out without too big of a line. So I had to do a few little bit of things, little last minute shopping today, and then picked up food for tomorrow. I'm not doing like a traditional Christmas feast. I'm doing a pot roast in a slow cooker with green beans in a slow cooker and mashed potatoes and pie. It's kind of a small thing. Just my parents and my nieces will be here, and the girls will get to open their gifts tomorrow and all that sort of thing. And then that way, I've had my celebration with them, and then Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and you know, they can spend with their mom and have their day, and we don't have to. It doesn't have to be this jostling between families and all this confusion and weirdness, and it just makes it streamlined. And I've always had kind of an issue with celebrating a religious holiday that I don't necessarily believe in. So having my own thing is it just makes sense. So that's what we're doing this year. We had dinner. We went to Cracker Barrel. They picked that and had some good food. And then we went to a light show. Here in Fairmont, we have a park called Morris Park. And they've been, for the last probably 10 years or so, they've been doing this little Christmas lights display. And it's very minor. About an hour north of here, maybe a little bit longer, hour and a half north of here, is Wheeling, West Virginia. And Wheeling, there's the Festival of Lights in Wheeling. It's a big deal. You can probably Google it and see most of the lights. It's a very big display. It's a long drive, and they have a radio station that plays and talks to you about the lights and all this stuff. And they have these big, huge displays, and I mean big, massive displays that are put out. And some of them are animatronic, and some of them aren't. And it's a huge thing to go up there for the lights. But in the last 10 years here, we've have our own little display. And I took some footage here. I'll show it to you. And it's not impressive, but it's nice. Like, that's the difference, I think. It's a very small scale thing. It's about maybe a mile drive or so through a park. And there's all these little light displays, and they're little. They're like front yard displays kind of size. Whereas if you go up north, they're like house-sized displays, these massive displays. So all these little displays. The thing that really kind of weirds me out about them is that all of these displays have these big, like these signs, and these signs are sometimes bigger than the displays themselves. They're like, you know, sponsored by or brought to you by, and it's just kind of almost looks hokey, but whatever. The point is, the girls have always, it's always been a tradition the night before presents that we drive. And it started when the girls were little to put them to sleep because they were excited about Christmas, so we would just drive to put them to sleep. Tonight we went at like 7-ish, and it was packed. Like, the line, it's in this little park, and the little park is on a 2-lane road, and that road was backed up forever. It was huge. So it was really cool to see. And you know what? The truth is, they had a crap load more, like at least twice as much lights this year as they've ever had. So it was nice. Pay a little donation to help keep the lights going, and drive through the park and see the lights. So, you know what? It's not, like I said, it's not anything spectacular, but it's nice, and I think that's the difference, and it's something that we have in my little town of like 18,000 people or whatever it is, 20,000 people. So it was nice. It was good. It was good, and it is now late. It is probably 21:30 or something like that, 9:30 for the Americans, and I've got a few last-minute preparations to make. I've already cut up all the veggies for the roast and all that stuff. Gifts are wrapped. Everything's done for that. I just got to do a few last-minute things, and then I'm going to try to pass out early because I think the girls will be up early. They were really excited. So I hope you have a good solstice. I hope you had a good solstice, I should say. I hope that every day from this point forward grows brighter for you. And I will be back on Monday for Christmas Eve, your Christmas Eve. And can't wait to see you then. So thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being my amazing, bestest, wonderfulest friends. Happy holidays.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from Wikipedia. Who introduced tobacco to France? Nicotine is named after the tobacco plant Nicotiana tabacum, which in turn is named after the French ambassador in Portugal, Jean-Nicot de Villemin, who sent tobacco and seeds to Paris in 1560 and who promoted their medicinal use.